Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So originally this video wasn't gonna be a thing, I was just recording for a different video, but then I had a run so bad, and I mean it was bad. I felt like everyone needs to see this. So the start was fine, sloppy, but fine. But then Hura fired the thumper, and I was in VC like, hey dude, that's the wrong door, you're supposed to thumper the other one, because we gotta open operations. But then he was just like, dude, but your guide though, right? Like that's the door you thumper, I remember that. I was like, no you don't. You thumper, it's always been the other one. You go to operations, like, that's how I've always done it. Like I was so confused, like did he get a wrong video? So I was just moving around the map like a total noob. And I think here I was trying to find the thermite, but it wasn't there. So at this point, Hura was desperately trying to get me to remember the mission. And he's like, dude, don't you remember? You have to go through the vent, like the sussy imposter. So I go to the vent. It was the wrong side. And you can tell how confused I am. To the point I'm just moving my camera like, what? So it took me a solid 30 seconds to remember that this path even exists, but by then it was pretty clear this was a failed run. But then I realized I could just watch my own guide, so I did.
Finish off the current wave, and then get out to break the metal bars. Meanwhile, the other players should cover this entrance with their F57 to make sure their teammate doesn't get oofed while they're cutting the bars.
Oh, I remember that now. Okay, well, seems pretty simple.
Clear, both players should exit the basement, go back to the room with the broken bars, and climb up this pipe to the top floor.
So at this point, I was actually feeling pretty confident, because I feel like that was the only part I really forgot, and besides that, I did remember most of the mission. But unfortunately, Hura couldn't kill the Juggernaut in time, so then I was distracted trying to kill it. And for some reason, I decided it was a good idea to use the CHA. Like literally, if I had used the F57 here, the game would have been fine. You just have to spam it. But no, I had to use the CHA. And once the blast door got disabled, it was just over, alright? Like, restart, this never happened. So the third game was off to a great start. I forgot to open the blast door, which I don't think has ever happened before. I don't even know how I could forget that. I literally didn't the previous game. But don't worry, that's just the start. Now, for a moment, things were actually starting to look better. I didn't run into the thumper, and we actually remembered the strategy. Because my guides are just that good. Once you've watched an Unof guide, you're guaranteed to be able to do everything correctly. So after firing a second thumper shot without friendly fire, which would never happen in the public lobby by the way, I thought we were set. I thought we were gonna win. But then Hura realized that he forgot to grab the bombs at the start. Like, how do you forget that? Okay, I can't be judging. But anyway, we had to go all the way back to get the bombs and then go to workshop. So at this point, I was pretty annoyed at how slowly everything was going, and I was afraid that we'd have to redo the mission again. Fortunately, it looked like things were back on track. Just one small problem. We forgot the thermite. I don't know how we forgot so many things in this game, but at this point I was like, I'm gonna forget the Onyx unit exists or something. Like literally, how you cannot play worse than this. Here, we had to swap spots because I forgot Hura doesn't have a CHA, so it makes a lot more sense for me to camp here. But okay, that's a very small thing. I genuinely have no idea what happened here, so if you know, please comment, but did the saw blade just disappear? Or am I like blind or stupid or something? I don't know, but I was so confused when this happened. Because this has never happened to me before. Also, remember that thumper shot at the start? Yeah, it missed, but at least I didn't get hit here. Development was pretty normal. I think it's like the only part of the mission that we actually did properly. But don't worry, there's still at least one big fail guaranteed. I can't completely blame her here because for some reason the units just decided they're only going to go after him, not me. And now it's time for the Onyx unit. Already, I don't know why her is camping here because he has a spawn location right behind him where he could get ambushed at any time. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. Rest in peace, bro. So now I'm low on ammo, and I have to kill the Onyx unit, which, considering everything we've seen in this video so far, do you really think I'm gonna win? Well, actually, yes. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I win? Not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed I didn't find a way to lose at the end, because that would have been much better content. Anyway, I think that's enough for Unofficial content, because now that I've played the game again, I'm actually good now, and I would never mess up like that again in multiplayer. If you want to receive updates about my future videos, make sure to join my Discord server, Unof Secret Base. Link in the description below. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.